You ever heard the sea whisper secrets? Not the kind in bottles or sailor songs, no, I mean real secrets. The kind that cling to the fog and salt like barnacles on bone. They say not far from this very coast where the cliffs rise like the teeth of some long dead god, there once sailed a ship called the Widow's Grin. Black sails, blood red trim, and a captain who never blinked. Captain Elias Vane, a man with ice in his veins and fire in his eyes. One stormy night, lightning clawing at the sky like devils in the hunt, the Grin was spotted too close to shore. Locals say the lighthouse was lit, then suddenly went dark. The ship struck the black rocks. She tore open like a rib cage, but instead of sinking to the depths, she was swept by the tide, dragged through a hidden tunnel beneath the cliffs, straight into the belly of a cavern beneath the lighthouse itself. And there she rests. Or so they say. No one's found the entrance. Oh, many have tried. Some came back with stories. Wild things, glowing moss, screams in the tide. Others found nothing. But people say the Grin is still down there. Ship intact, treasure untouched. So if you hear the waves whisper your name, if you see the lighthouse flicker when no one's home, ask yourself, are you just hearing the wind? Or is the Widow's Grin calling you in? We open at a carnival. It is a loud and exciting time as we hear the rolling whiz of roller coasters. We hear screams of people being thrown into the air and then being caught again by the ride that they're on. People ordering corn dogs. We've got candy floss, or as they would call it, cotton candy. We hear the shout of young children. We hear teenagers. We hear adults. All sorts of people having a lovely evening here at our carnival, except for one person who was stood alone with her back against what looks to be like the bumper cars or the dodgems. Finch, you are stood with your back against the railings. You're alone, listening to the sounds of fun. What does it look like from your perspective?
Everybody seems really far away, but I kind of like that right now. If I'm gonna be alone, I'm just gonna embrace it. People are passing, but I'm not seeing their expressions, I'm not seeing their eyes. The lights are kind of blurry. Everything's moving too fast, and before too long I just close my eyes against it. I'm not able to take this all in right now.
It's been about 23 minutes, and you know that precisely since you had a conversation with Will in which you talked to him about something important and he kind of tried to brush it off a little bit and then was interrupted and left. Would you like to make me a grit roll?
D10. 8.
8. Okay. You're holding it together right now.
Just.
You're not showing it on your face. You're managing to just play it as normal as you would hope to be in this situation. What did you tell him?
As I'm reliving the conversation in my head, I'm having to squeeze my eyes shut and take really deep, purposeful breaths to keep it together. And all I can think is that I wish that I hadn't said anything. But maybe I can get away with it. Maybe when I said I love you, I just meant it as a friend, and I didn't get time to say more. And thank goodness for that interruption, because now I can just play it off. I can just forget that I ever thought it was a good idea, because it wasn't. It was stupid.
Hey, shithead. You always alone like this?
Yep, I prefer it this way. Piss off.
Nah. We're gonna play a game.
Wait a second. I'll open my eyes.
And you see, with the usual no top but a leather jacket.
Just close my eyes again. I don't have time for this.
I don't give a fuck. Let's play a game.
No.
What was that?
I said no. You're not used to hearing it?
Gonna try and grab your shoulder.
I'm gonna try and duck out the way.
Okay, we're gonna make fight rolls. Or you can make it flight if you want to be fast to try and get out of a situation.
I am absolutely taking that tack. So I roll a d12 instead of a d6.
What did you roll?
It's not my night. I rolled a 1.
Billy rolled a 3. He grabs you by the collar. It was like, I said we were playing a fucking game.
Hey man, cut it out. Just pick on someone else tonight. This isn't...
No. We're gonna play like a strength game. Come on.
Pick on someone your own size. You want to play a strength game and you come to me?
I just want to play a game, buddy. Come on. And he's gonna drag you over to one of those strongman games with the big hammer to hit.
Okay, you get to humiliate me. Let's get it done over and done with.
Humiliate? I mean, you might beat me.
Don't
just like shut yourself down so quickly.
Where are your real friends? You don't have any. Where are your cronies?
They're on like the sticky wall. Don't go on there.
Too scared? Too scary?
No, there's just a lot of fucking puke on there. Oh. You know the way that it just like sits in the air and then.
Yeah. All right. Let's get this done with.
Right, my man. Where's your hammer? And you'll just see that this like very tired looking teenager will just hand over this big wooden mallet. You first, or?
Sure.
Go ahead and make me a brawn roll, please.
It would be so good if I could show this guy up right now. That's a 2.
I am not joking that Billy rolled a natural 20 because he rolls a D20.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
What does it look like as you roll?
I'm not even trying. I'm going through the motions, and I think the whole time I'm looking around to see if anybody is watching and if I can catch Will and either run away or run to catch up with him. I don't know, and I won't know until that moment arrives. But I'm so distracted by that. It's just the weakest, most pathetic attempt. I'm not even trying.
As you're looking around, like, to your left, over by the bottom of the Ferris wheel, you do see Will, who looks animated in what looks to be some form of argument with an adult wearing a brown suit and with kind of comb back brown hair. This is Principal Flintlock.
What is he doing here? I'll step back. I already know that the thing hasn't gone anywhere near the bell.
Oh, what a fucking shame.
Yeah, pathetic. Show me how it's done.
And he will walk up and you'll watch as he hits the bell.
I'm not watching him. As soon as I hand him the hammer, I'm like stepping back and trying to peer through the crowd and keep an eye on Will.
You watch as Will gets very close to this principal. And he looks angry.
Okay, great. Well done. You beat me. Bye. And I'm going to try and head over to where Will is.
Billy is careful, busy being over the top enthusiastic about beating someone who was not trying, not interested, not participating, and everybody is kind of looking at him like it's just a little sad. The carnival staff member takes the hammer back and just like, sure buddy, well done. I don't have any prizes. And Billy will be like, I've won it already. And we'll walk away. And you heading in the direction of Will? You continue to see them being animated and kind of gesticulating in the principal's face. And the principal will have his head in his hands and just say, well, I don't know what you're trying to get at, but you need to stop asking questions. Please, it's not that important. And Will turn and walk away. Will then shove his hands in his pockets and say, well, maybe I don't fucking want to. And the principal will be like, I'll see you on Monday for detention.
If Will's walking away, I'll stop. I was gonna try and intervene, but now that the confrontation's over, I'll let him go.
Oh, sorry, just to clarify, it was the principal who walked away.
Oh, okay.
Will is still there.
Okay. I think I'll just walk up to a point. I'm not going to walk all the way up to him, but through the crowd enough that he can see me standing there and let him decide if he wants to talk to me right now or not.
You'll just see his eyes flicker up to you and a small hand just...
I'll go over to him.
Don't worry about it, it's fine.
Internally, I'm thinking which part, but I'm not going to ask. Okay, yeah. You heading, or you still got time, or?
Nah, the night's young, right? We should find Corey, find Nia.
Yeah, God, yeah, I haven't seen them. Hope they're okay.
Corey's probably in the arcade.
Oh, yeah, you don't even need to check.
Yeah, almost certainly. Do you want to grab a hot dog?
Sure, yeah.
I didn't mean to run off like that.
It's cool. Don't worry about it. It wasn't important.
No, that sounded important, buddy.
No, just having a good time.
Yeah, big words though.
Sorry. I know they can confuse you. I'll use smaller ones next time.
How would you shorten those?
What?
How would you shorten those words?
I don't know. I'll figure it out, hey. I'll do some research. And I'm trying to, walk away because it's getting awkward.
You know that I...
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, of course. Obviously.
Just... not quite the same.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no. Hey, what do you mean?
I'm gonna be leaving and I want to make sure that we've...
Yeah. No, I know. That's kind of why I, I wanted to let you know that you're my best friend and I'm gonna miss you, but I'll still be here and nothing needs to change.
Nothing will change though, right?
Right.
It's always gonna be... He's gonna place a hand on your shoulder.
I'm gonna try not to flinch.
Would you like to roll a grit roll?
Let's do it. 10. That's a 4. We're getting slightly better.
You're still with a 4, gonna flinch as you watch his hand come towards you. Hey.
Sorry. Just let it go, man. Just forget it, okay?
Okay, just know that I feel it back.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get that hot dog.
Sure.
And as you walk towards the hot dog stand, shoulder to shoulder, you fade back into the present day as you're cycling uphill alongside Jade, alongside Corey, as the sun has come down in the direction of the lighthouse where Billy had told you Nia had gone.
I just take my hand off the handlebars really quick and wipe away the tear that is coming to my eye. Just keep cycling.
Corey, Jade, how are you both doing right now? You've just come from what was a very successful evening of throwing yourselves onto the baseball pitch.
I think Corey, at this moment, is a bit worried about going to talk to Nia because they didn't leave things off at a good place, but is still feeling the edges of adrenaline from being out on the field, even though they didn't really like it. They didn't really like all of that attention and eyes on them, but the fact that they know that we'll acknowledge them is the thing that is driving them forward at this moment. And so I think it's just kind of speaking out loud to Jade, but more at Jade than anything. And then, I don't know, I kind of felt, I don't think I tripped, but it was just kind of the momentum and the weight of the suit, and then it kind of just fell over. I didn't think that it would be so hard to get up from the bivalve, but I'm really grateful that you and Finch came out to help me. That was really cool. We're going to the lighthouse, right? I mean, I don't know why Nia would want to go there. It's kind of, I mean, I know why I would want to. Oh, but she doesn't believe it, but maybe she does now. I'm sorry, that didn't make sense. I need to use better sentences.
You're good. You're good. I think whether or not we all believe the same things, I think we're good. I think you just did really good, and I think we're heading in the right direction. And there's this strange adrenaline-fueled, almost euphoria in Jade's eyes that I don't think anyone has ever really seen before, from this second-hand adrenaline of watching Corey and knowing they succeeded, and of just, she's overwhelmed by the experience she had with Will and the conversation she was able to have with him, but that overwhelm has kind of numbed everything else, and she's just feeling really present for the first time in a long time. And with Corey, who, until recently she'd never really spent any time with, and Finch, who things have been really difficult with at the minute, and none of that seems to matter. It's just this wind as she's pedaling really hard, and this feeling of flying, and this urge to reassure Corey and just kind of be there. And I think Jade is just feeling this really strange sense of connection for this moment, and she just kind of is nodding along to everything Corey's saying, sort of throwing glances over as we keep cycling. And she's just sort of trying to urge Corey on.
Could I please get Finch, Corey, and Jade to all make me grit rolls, please? The DC here is 10.
I just rolled a 10. I kid you not. I just rolled a 10.
Oh, that's a 6.
3.
Okay, so that is failures, so make sure to add those adversity tokens in. And same for Finch. I think you failed twice in that opening sequence, so make sure to add those in as well.
Thanks a lot.
As you're rounding a bend in this sloping road that heads up towards the lighthouse, you see coming into view what is a sight that none of you have come to since it happened, as you see what looks to be an arrangement of flowers that are laid at the side of the road. Jade, you see it first and are able to kind of hold that momentum of adrenaline that you were feeling, but not in time to try and prepare the other two, as you see the spot at which it happened. Corey and Finch, you are taken aback a little. How do you both respond?
I think I just stop. I think I just put my feet down to steady myself and stop writing for a moment. I don't think I've ever seen it. I don't think I've ever been here. And I was so caught up in my own thoughts that I didn't realize which road we were on and what we were going to pass. I just stopped.
As you stop, you see in the ground, or in the tarmac below, the remnants of what looks to be rubber burn in the road.
I think as Finch stops, Corey had squelched to a stop as well and was looking at the flower arrangement. It's different from the last time they were there. There are a few more. Some of the older ones are gone. And he's looking. He's only been here once before. And so it's a little difficult. And they look, and then they just look pointedly in the opposite direction.
What are we looking at, Corey?
Is if Corey turns their head, is Will there?
You don't see anything.
Okay. Corey's looking at just an arrangement of trees off the side of the road. It shouldn't be anything particularly special.
Now, you know, if you look at all of these trees that are out there, that if there's one that looks a little bit different, now they don't tell you this when they're making the game, but the developers tried to put in those like things that are a little bit out of place, and if you see one that looks a little bit different, you like go up to it and you kind of like try and like press a button next to it or look behind it, and like they call it an Easter egg, that you're trying to find something that's not meant to be there, and it's like the best thing to find in the game.
Corey ditches the bike. They just leave it in the middle of the road and begin to walk off towards the trees without a word to Jade or Finch.
Did Jade or Finch do anything in this moment, seeing Corey do this?
I think so. Jade kind of skidded to a stop, as you said, like a few seconds too late, ahead of the others, and has been kind of frozen while they've taken it in. And she's just going to turn and look at Corey and then look to Finch, and the overwhelming adrenaline is kind of fading back into a sense of helplessness and of not knowing. But she's trying to hold on to like a shred of it. Finch, do you need a minute? I can go. I can check on Corey if you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Our camera pans towards the lighthouse as Nia walks to the top of the steps. And you're faced with this old, decrepit-looking building that shouldn't have a light on in it, but it currently does. And the last thing that you said was that you can do whatever what the fuck you want.
Nia sort of looks out across the sea and sort of listens to the wind. Not really sure if she's trying to hear anything in particular on it. And yeah, is there like... I'm at the bottom of the lighthouse or the top of the bottom of the door?
Bottom of the door sort of area, yeah. There's a kind of long drive that heads back down the hill and a small parking bay that looks as though cars have been here recently, which is odd.
Huh. I'll go to the door to the lighthouse.
Hey, but have you looked up tonight?
If you're gonna keep talking to me, this is gonna make it real weird, okay?
Second star to the right. And straight on till morning.
Till morning. Yeah, okay. She'll look up.
As you look up, your vision changes from looking at the stars to looking at the bright lights of a theatre stage. Wendy, darling.
Hello, Peter.
Are we gonna... Do you think we'll manage to make it through this scene? Like, we keep going through this. I don't feel like we're ever gonna get it quite right.
We have to just keep practicing, okay?
But, like, these tights are...
Oh my god, stop moving them. You're gonna make me look at your junk, and I don't want to see it.
Well, that's weird.
You're the one doing it!
They're really tight around my ankles, and it just feels odd, and I don't know, I don't know.
You're gonna be great. You're way better at this than anyone else. Everyone's gonna come out and they're gonna be like, oh my god, Will was so great. Oh my god, the best Peter Pan I've ever seen.
Do you think Cody's gonna come?
He'll come, but, you know, they won't enjoy it.
Yeah, well, maybe we can change that. So, right, so, I need to... Like, I'm still not used to these wires, but, like, if I can try to get myself in through the window, and, like, I don't know how it all works. This is too much. What's the point of this story?
Of Peter Pan?
Yeah.
That sometimes you have to grow up?
Really?
Maybe you should try and stave it up for as long as possible. I don't know. You're the theater guy.
Yeah, I just don't get it though. Like, it just feels like... Why won't he just go up? Like,
There's nothing for him to go back to.
what do you mean?
He's on his own, right? So he goes to Neverland and the Lost Boys go and find him. And...
So he's not alone. He's got friends.
Right. So he's got something there, but there's nothing left back where he came from. Whereas Wendy and John and Michael, they've still got a family, right? They've still got each other. They've still got their parents.
Do you think I'll be like when I go?
Whoa, okay. Will, just let me have this for a bit, right?
Yeah, but, like...
You can always come back, because I'm here, right? You've got me, you've got Corey. So you don't have to go. You can stay.
But they need me there.
Who? Who needs you anywhere? I need you here, and Corey really needs you here.
But there's a lot out there. There's a lot to go and do, and there's a lot to go and... like, treasures out there. We just gotta find it, right?
Why can't treasure be here?
It can, but I've been trying to find it. I've just never managed to really get there.
What are you looking for, Will?
Something to keep it all going. Keep it all right.
What do you mean? You gotta stop talking in riddles, man.
I'm not talking in riddles, that's just how I'm thinking about it. There's something about this place. You know, they said there's something underneath it. Right, something hidden. You've never heard the stories?
I mean, maybe, but I never really paid much attention to them.
See, yeah. Stories are important. Why do we bother telling stories? If no one listens.
I'm listening now.
Well, the way it went is that several hundred years ago, people come looking for adventure and riches, and the tides took them, kept things from moving in properly, and they crash landed. And apparently quite the treasure hoard upon that ship. And you can see everything's dying in this fucking town. And I don't want to leave it like this.
So you think there's treasure beneath the lighthouse that can save the town?
I don't know. It's just an adventure, right?
Yeah. Hey, when you do go, you'll come visit, right? I can come see you.
I don't know how that world works. I'm on an adventure. You know what they say, right? To die would be an awfully big adventure.
Will, are you really here?
You open the door into the lighthouse. It's dusty, it's grey. The lights are off, except for the one at the top. But there doesn't appear to be stairs leading up that way.
I'll go back out and see if there's anything like round the edge. I know some of them have like helter-skelter.
From what you can see, there seems to be like a rusty staircase, and then like a gap in the stairs, and then the stairs continue to the top, as though something's fallen away.
How big's the gap?
It's quite large, maybe like 10, 12 feet for a jump.
She'll go up as far on the staircase as she can. And sort of just stand and stare at the jump across.
The wind howls in your ears. You watch as the clouds move in over the stars. It's quite the gap.
Does she think she can make it? On a good day?
On a good day, probably not.
Okay. Damn it. She'll go back down and...
As you turn to go back down, you can see down into the town, and there is a car making its way up the hill.
Huh.
Doesn't look out of place for you.
Hey. She'll go back down and go into the lighthouse. And just start looking around and sort of mumble to herself. Could really do with some fairy dust right about now. And just start trying to like find anything that could bridge a gap, or like a ladder or a big stick.
Can you make me a brains roll?
Oh, I don't know. Can I? What's my brains? Oh, it's alright. It's not the worst. A 1.
You just hear a voice say again, I believe in you, Nia.
Hey, I mean... Fuck it. And she will run up the stairs and she will try and jump the gap.
Okay. Amazing. Yeah. Go ahead and make me, we're going to make this a flight roll.
I love you for those words. Flight is good. Flight is better than the others. Please, dice. It's an 8?
Would you like to use any adversity tokens?
Yes. What does that let me do? Remind me.
So you would
sorry.
add +1 per token.
I only have 1. I'll
So
make
take
it a
to
9.
You run up these stairs and jump and like throw your hands out and manage to like land kind of like torso up onto the next step.
Okay. How? Ow. Oh. She will try and pull herself up.
I'm not going to get you to roll for that at this point. You can just pull yourself up. And as you pull yourself back up onto your feet, onto these rusty steps, the camera moves back to where Corey was walking into the woods.
Corey is heading into that copse of trees, and is just going to immediately start rubbing their hands down the trees, peering behind. When nothing seems to get their attention, they move on to another one, just systematically, and they will go as far as they need to go to find this thing, because Will would not lead them astray.
Okay. We're doing a lot of dice rolls. Go ahead and make me a brains roll for me, please.
Brains. What is my brains? It's an average dice. It's 8. Oh, that explodes.
Does that blow up? Yeah. Go ahead and roll again.
That's a 3.
11 in total. You are like kind of placing your hands onto these different trees, and there are what look to be kind of oak style trees along here that are all very similar until you get to one that has a kind of rougher bark. And moving your hands around in the dark, you feel this small kind of inlet into the tree, like a little hole in the side of it. And inside there seems to be a small box.
I think Corey reaches in for the box and in that moment calls out, "I found it!" Realizing that the other two did not know they were looking for anything to begin with.
Hey, and Jade kind of emerges through the trees, I think like pulling bits of twig out of her hair, a little bit out of breath, like, hey, maybe we shouldn't run up. What? What is that?
I don't know. I will. Yeah, I don't know if I will.
He left it for you, or?
Well, I don't know if it was specifically for me. Please don't look at me weird.
Sorry,
No,
I
no, no,
bad
you're
at
not doing
faces.
it now. I might say something and then you might
Okay.
change how you look at me. So I'm asking you ahead of time to not look at me weird.
I'll try.
Will told me this was here just now.
Okay. Then I think
Okay,
he
you're not-
probably wants you to open it.
Okay.
I don't think it's weird. I actually had a whole thing with him about halfway through the game, so
He's speaking to you too. So it's not just me and Nia. Great. Okay, so you can help me convince Nia that this is a real thing that is happening.
Look, Corey, I don't know what's real, and I don't know in what way it's real. I thought I was going crazy until about an hour ago, so I don't really know where I stand, but I do think that's probably important, and I promise I will try and help you fix things with Nia. I don't know how I can do that, but I will try.
It's not just fixing things with Nia, it's fixing everything. We'll get to that later. And
Right.
Corey is going to open the box.
As you open the box, Finch, a car speeds past you on the road.
I have to take a step back because I'm sort of in the middle of the road.
It swerves around you and continues on.
Do I recognize it?
You can go ahead and make a brains roll if you like.
I think I'm good at that, so let's try it. Oh yeah, this is my d20. Let's go.
It fucked you.
A 3, which is about my average for this evening.
It was moving very fast, you're not quite sure. Corey, you take this box and open it. And inside there's just a note that just says, I knew you'd find it.
Corey looks at the note and there's a bit of desperation and disappointment that is trying to like claw at his heart, but they're going to take this as a positive thing because this is actual physical communication and they don't know when we'll put this here, but Will had to have put it here. It makes no sense otherwise, and if Will can do this, then Will can do other things to affect the world here. That is what they're taking away from this. Everything is going the way that it should be.
Can I rewind slightly? Back to my... Sorry, I've just read a thing on my character sheet. What would a passing roll have been for me to notice the car?
Around 8 or 9.
I'm cool under pressure,
Mm-hmm.
which means I can spend an adversity token to take half my die's value instead of rolling on a snap decision, which would give me a 10.
Okay, because you had a d20. Absolutely. You notice what looks to be the banged up sedan of Mrs. Whitley.
The nice old lady who runs the diner?
Yeah, looks to be.
I think that snaps him out of the reverie that he's currently holding over this mass of flowers. And while they're doing that, I will turn into the forest and I think I've realized for the first time that they've really gone off the road. And I start looking for them and calling after them.
Jade, Corey, you hear Finch.
Hey, hey, over here.
What are you doing?
Corey found something.
Okay.
Look, just come here.
We've left our bikes on the road. There's cars coming up and down. Mrs. Whitley just drove past?
Mrs. Whitley.
Yeah.
But she was arguing with... He told me not to say... And she's going... The only thing that is up this road is really the lighthouse. That's where Nia is.
Can we have this conversation on...
Yeah,
we have to go.
Let's move.
No one else sees it, but just kind of peeking ahead round the tree, just watching you go. He looks pleased. Now you pull yourself up onto the stairs.
I keep going.
You wind your way up to the top, and there's just this large flashing light that is rotating, and a large circular platform. Rusty red metal grating all the way around it. And you see, as you get to the top, a car pulls up and parks itself.
She feels pretty confident that they can't get up to where she is, so she'll just start going round and looking at the light. She's not trying to hide in any way.
The light is very bright in your eyes. It is shining out into the sea and then over into the hills. There's nothing really to find up here. There's no objects laid around.
She will sit and, if it's possible to like dangle her legs off the platform, she'll sit and just sort of kick her legs and look at the sea and be like, well, maybe you're right. Maybe being down the bottom's better. But hey, I made it. Did you see? I did it. I did a jump. That was stupid.
Really got a little bit of that fairy dust, right?
Yeah. Let's go with that.
That was stupid, Nia.
You encouraged me. Gave me the idea.
Don't blame me.
I will be blaming you for the rest of my life.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. You left me.
I didn't mean to.
I know. Still mad, though.
How do I make it up to you?
Honestly, come back. If you can talk to me, if you can talk to Corey, if you can talk to everyone, come back. I didn't believe it, but I do. So, look, I believe in you. Will, I believe. So come back. Please.
You know that's not how this works.
I don't know how it works. Will.
I think I'm just a memory. I don't know that I'm actually here.
Don't say that. Because that's what I was saying. And I really don't want to be right, Will.
We'll make a first.
Yeah. Well, we can all change, can't we? So,
I think I'm just here until you figure it out.
well, then I'm not gonna figure it out. You'll just have to stay. So,
You really want to feel like this forever?
I want to feel like you're here forever.
Yeah, but if I'm here forever and you feel like this, I'm just gonna be miserable.
What about me? I'm gonna be miserable, Will, when you're not here. How am I meant to do that? You've never told me how to do that. It was me and you, it was Will and Nia. We came as a two, okay? So, what do I do? Who do I be?
You be your whole self. You don't need me to do that. You remember you stopped coming to theatre class.
I know! Okay, I know what I did. I know, I pushed you away. I get it.
You didn't push me away, you pushed yourself away.
I know. And I'm sorry.
You don't have anything to apologise for. It's just like people change, people do different things, and that's okay. But you don't need me to make you whole. You have Corey. You have Mum and Dad. You have your whole life ahead of you.
What would you want me to do with it?
Be happy.
I'm really asking. That's a crap answer and you know it.
Yeah, it is. But the honest answer is I have no idea.
Okay. Why are you here now?
I'm just
What
a
do we have to
memory,
do?
Nia.
I want you to be real. Just for one more day. Please.
Go ahead and make a grit roll.
No. Where's my D8? It's a 5.
You feel a hand on your shoulder.
Billy, if that's you, I'm gonna punch you.
Hey, no, that's me. Aye, that's me.
I'll turn and look.
You don't see anything.
Okay. Okay, that was really good. So just... She'll put a hand on where the hand was.
You feel a hand.
Okay. These like weird ghost powers are really cool, okay? They're really cool. So we should go show them to Corey, right?
I think he already is fully on board.
I know,
I think you need to apologise.
hate apologizing.
I know, but you need to do it.
I think I was fair to think that you weren't really here. I think that was okay.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you weren't wrong though.
Yeah.
Even if I'm a memory, I'm still gonna tell you the truth.
Yeah, I know. Love you.
I love you too. At that moment, you hear shouting from below. Inside of this building.
Oh, shit. Is there any way to, like, look down, like, through the light?
So yeah, there would be this kind of gap looking down
Yeah.
into the base.
She'll kind of, like, sneak and point her and, like, look over.
You will see that down there are the familiar frame of this sweet old lady who runs the diner. who is angrily pointing at a man in a suit.
Okay. Can I hear what they're saying at all?
You can try to.
I'm
Let's
gonna
see
try.
if you can. Yeah, that would be brains to see how well you can understand what's going on.
Come on. Come on. Is it 2?
You can hear
Very
muffled
windy.
shouts that she is very angry and he is quite upset. That's all
Okay.
you can really get out of this. There would
She
be
will-
there is a hatch here,
Oh.
so there would be a ladder, or you can take the stairs back down.
The ladder seems safer. I'll open. Well, how high up was the big jump?
So the big
It'd be
jump was
easier,
like towards
right
the
on the
bottom.
way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll be fine. I'll go down the outside way. I'll
Okay.
do that. And I'll,
You make your way down the stairs.
if I can get away with like lowering myself down from the top step and kind of doing that kind of fall rather than doing the big jump if it's not too big a drop.
That's
Yeah.
fine. As you make your way down and the other 3 are cycling up the hill, you get towards the top and see Mrs. Whitley's car outside of this lighthouse.
What is she doing here?
I don't know. Shouldn't shout. Bad idea.
No, we should be quiet. Should we? And Jade just climbs off her bike, kind of tucks it, I think, behind like a bush or whatever's nearest to kind of try and give it some cover. And I just shrug at the other 2 and start heading towards the lighthouse.
What are you gonna do?
What else are we supposed to do? Maybe we can at least hear something. She was saying stuff earlier.
I just don't understand. What did somebody ask her to be here? Did she hear us talk? Did we talk about coming here? Can we just think about it before you go rushing in? Like,
Can I see them?
Yeah, I would say so.
I will run over and just grab Corey in a hug. Hey, I'm sorry. About what I said about Will and everything. It wasn't okay that I said that. And,
I'm
you know what? He is here. I know it. So, you're right. Whatever we gotta do.
who's here? Mrs. Whitley's here.
Mrs. Whitley is here. And okay, hide. And I'll,
Who is here? Mrs. Whitley and who?
It doesn't. It's just something me and Corey were chatting about. It's okay.
So you know you can. And then Corey will look to Jade. Actually, I'm sorry too. For saying that you didn't want it enough. I was wrong. I'm sorry. But also,
I really wanted it, Corey, and you know what? Yeah, he's gonna be real for a long time. Okay.
What does that mean?
That's grown-up teenager stuff. Don't worry about it.
No, do you
no,
understand
Nia.
something about why we keep seeing him? Did he say something to you?
Who are you talking about?
Will. We're talking about Will. He keeps showing up to me and to Nia and to Jade and
Didn't think it was real. I would have said I just thought I was dealing. Have you? Finch, have you?
This is unhinged. What are you talking about? He's not.
Finch, did you see him?
No,
I don't believe you.
I didn't. Because he's dead, guys. He's not here. He's gone.
Finch.
he can be dead and still be here, Finch. And I'll grab Finch's hand.
I can't do this. I can't do this, Nia.
I know. Neither can I. But unfortunately, we don't have a choice. Because you know what? Will needs us to, and Will would annoyingly want us to.
He would want us to believe that he's still here talking to us.
He'd want us to still believe that we could feel his love.
Right. The way he loved us in life, right? Yeah, I feel that. I feel that from him right now.
What
It's
did
enough.
he say? Okay.
It's enough. What are we doing standing here in the middle of the night? What is Mrs. Whitley doing?
That's a great question. Who's she with?
I thought you knew.
I didn't see.
This is so stupid.
There's something important about this place. Will was playing the game, and they took the game away. Now Mrs. Whitley's here, and she was talking some really weird stuff at the field.
Will believed that there was treasure under the lighthouse. It crashed here. It was one of his things,
Okay. Then we go get it.
Yeah. I think we do.
Are you... You don't have to do this with us if this is too much for you or if this is wrong for you. But I think whether he's here or not, in whatever way, I just think he would want you to be having adventures. You know that, right?
God, he would never shut up about you, Finch, honestly.
Mm-hmm. It was really
It's kind of
annoying,
an-
actually.
Yeah.
I hate him so much right now.
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't want to do what he wanted me to do. Just to spite him, you know?
Then don't. Then let's just stand here and say, fuck you, Will, and maybe that'll make us feel better.
I've tried.
Hey, look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna throw my arms around Finch and hug you tighter than I've hugged you since I was probably 6 years old. I'm sorry I've not been able to be there for you like I should, and I'm sorry I'm in all of this mess now, and I kind of believe it, but I love you, okay, and I know it fucking sucks, but I know I'm here with you, okay?
Stop swearing so much.
Fuck you.
Uh-huh.
I'll just squeeze you again before I let go.
He squeezes back real hard. Like, this is probably 10 years of hugs saved up that he has wanted to give you. I'm sorry too. I'm not your problem to fix. But if I can help you with this, whether I think you're going completely off the rails or not.
Hey, maybe I am.
Maybe you are, and we'll get you help, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We'll get you help one way or another.
Okay.
But let's do whatever it is you want to do here, and then let's get home before Mom kills us both.
That's smart. I think if I do need professional help, some treasure might help pay for it.
If the treasure's there, I don't think you need the help. I think You're
Who
onto
knows?
something. You should be on TV.
Will be so pissed if we all got on telly and he didn't. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Corey,
Right.
you okay?
Yeah, you're all crying. It's fine.
Sorry.
What do we do now? Leader?
Who are you talking to?
Oh, Corey.
You, me?
I mean,
Who else?
I guess we need to find a different way inside than the front door? Or a different way down?
Maybe we just do a reconnaissance mission first. Who can hear things really well? Because I tried to listen to them from up the top, and it was windy. So
You went up to the top?
yeah, and you're not doing
Whoa.
it. It's dangerous.
Okay.
Come on, you got young ears, and she'll like go to the edge of the lighthouse and like try and gesture to Corey to like put their ears against the thing. Can I also just check what are Corey's pronouns?
It's they, he.
Great.
He, they.
So Corey is taken towards the lighthouse and has their ear placed against the rock or the door, and you'll just hear, "You really just need to get over this for us. It's business. There was nothing more than this at all. I don't know why you're continuing to push it. Just like, get over it." "I can't sleep, Mary. I keep seeing his face. I didn't know that I was going to end up getting into this situation like I am. What? Why did we have to meet here of all places? What just is out of town, it's quiet, no one is going to come looking here, and maybe you just need a shock back to what you did. But that's I've never wavered from what we're trying to do. And the last time you brought me here, I hit that boy with my car. You realize that I hit him with my car?"
I think Corey backs away from the wall at that.
Did only Corey hear that?
Only Corey would have been placed up close enough, I think.
Corey, you okay?
They killed him.
Who? Them?
They killed him. He hit Will.
Who is
He
he?
said he hit Will.
I don't. Is that car there?
Yeah, the car's right there.
Is it open?
You can try the door.
Yeah.
The door
Naya?
opens.
Naya?
Get in. We're going to the police right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm 17. It's America. They can drive.
I'll
Does
get
everyone
in.
get in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a key in there?
Yeah, keys
Yeah.
are here. Got out in a rush. The keys are in the ignition.
Everyone good?
Wait,
Let's go. Mhm.
I'm gonna hop out. I just want to delay that. They're gonna hear as soon as the key turns. So I just want to put something in front of the door to just buy us a couple of seconds, like some branches, some fallen debris, just anything to make them trip or fall or pause.
Wait.
Okay.
If we go, they could disappear. They could be gone. There's no...
What do you want to do, Corey?
I don't know. I don't want to get in that car.
Right, okay, yeah,
I can't let them get away with this. Corey, if what you said is true...
I know what I heard.
I believe you. I just... Okay, we need proof.
We gotta prove it.
yeah.
I will look at the car. I want to go all around the car. I want to look in the boot. I want to try and find anything in the back of the car. Anything that might be wills that they might have put there. Or anything.
Go ahead and make me a brains roll.
I failed the check earlier, didn't I? So I've got an
Yes.
adversity
Yeah.
token. Yeah, we'll just have...
And people can help in this situation because you're all together, so you can give over adversity tokens if required.
Yeah, I'll give you
I've got a 7 with that one. And I'll spend another one to make it an 8.
Okay. You find 2 things. You will find in the kind of glove compartment, there's going to be a small little book in which there are diary entries for meetings that Mrs. Whitley has had. And this looks to be very much a personal diary, including on the date of Will's death, a meeting with a P. Flintlock. And the second thing that you will find is in the back of the car, there's just going to be a jacket in the trunk that looks to belong to your principal.
The back of her car.
Mm-hmm.
Has it got anything on it?
This looks as though it's just been worn recently, but you know that it definitely belongs to him. You've all seen him wear this. So,
And
you know they've been here together.
the voice inside that said, I hit Will, does it sound like the principal?
Now that you think about it, probably.
Okay, we take the diary, we leave the jacket. The jacket is
Yeah.
incriminating.
Yeah. God, I want to go in.
Too much of a risk. If they know we know, they'll get rid of this stuff. They'll cover their tracks even better than before.
Okay. Have you guys got your bikes? I don't have mine. Can I piggyback?
One of you specifically, I believe, has pegs on their bike that can give that.
Yeah, I can.
Yay! I will get on the back of Finch's bike. Let's go.
You head off into the darkness. And sitting with their legs looking out into the road, just watching you cycle away, would just be like, I'm never going to find out what's under there. Grief. It's not something you fix, it's something you carry. Losing someone you love, it doesn't just break your heart, it changes the shape of your world. And it's okay, truly okay, to feel lost in that. To cry, to get angry, to feel nothing at all. But I want you to hear this. Moving on doesn't mean letting go of them. It means making space. For the love, not just the loss. Because healing doesn't ask you to forget. It asks you to remember without breaking. So take your time. But take steps too. Even small ones, especially small ones. You're not dishonouring their memory by finding peace. You're honouring their love by allowing yourself to feel joy again. You're still here. And that matters. further back into the edge of town, you see walking into a caravan this young 19-year-old boy will look at his dad and say, "We're not giving up on this town. Something weird's going on here, Dad." And this kind of 50-year-old man will look up a little bit bleary drunk and be like, "The fuck are you talking about, Billy?"